wanted to come right here to Toronto, Canada. This is the first time you've ever heard someone mention your city, is that it? Oh, yay! Hooray! He said Toronto! Yay! Woo! That's where we live! We live in Toronto! Yay! Shut up!
And that is the man on your new WWE 2K14 video game, The Rock!
That was one of my favorites. The one they just played right there for, was it Toronto?
Yes, it was.
I loved it.
Hooray! Hooray! I'm John.
This is Ant.
Welcome to the John and Ant Show. Raw happened on Monday and full of yays and question marks and more question marks and more yays and then just question marks all around.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to those question marks in a bit. And we do have also SmackDown to cover. We'll cover that after Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Raw opened up with, of course, Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm.
And go figure, it's a slugfest, pretty much, and ref rings the bell and whatnot. And...
So what, double disqualification?
Yeah, pretty much. I guess you did not see this.
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, it was pretty much just Orton tossed him off, they started brawling, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And they go to the back, and pretty much Bryan demands a rematch. Vicky says no. Maddox says yes. Well, they somewhat, Maddox, tries to sway Vicky into making the rematch, and she does.
Okay.
And we get Bryan versus Orton later. It's mostly the main event, because that's what ended the show.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we get Cody and Damian Sandow versus Sheamus and Christian.
There we go. Now, obviously, we don't know who's going to win this match. Right?
You want to guess who won this match there, man?
Road Scholars!
Yeah, right. Good one.
It's not.
Good one. Maybe make the Smarks a little bit more happier.
Hmm.
We tried. But no, the unfortunate Sheamus and Christian won.
How'd they win? Brogue kick or a kill switch?
Brogue kick.
Alright.
Not a tag. Cody, what happened was Sandow, I guess, was in between the ropes, and Cody made the tag, and they started pushing or whatnot, and Cody just ran into the brogue kick.
Oh.
Out of nowhere.
Cody Rhodes.
Unbelievable.
Speaking of Sheamus.
I don't want to talk about it.
We've got some incredible Sheamus commercials.
1-800 fella.
1-800 fella.
1-800 piece of crap.
These have been amazing. The greatest commercials ever.
You need...
It's funny also because they realize that fella is more than 4 words. Or
remember those
four
nerds?
letters, right?
You know those nerds that got picked on in high school, and you have the big bully, and you put them in the garbage can, and you roll them down the hill. No. That's what needs to happen to you right now.
That
you
wouldn't
need
happen
to be
to me,
put
though, I'm the coolest.
you have to put in a garbage bag and just roll you down a hill. Because you just said that's the greatest commercial of all time. Yeah, what do you do?
What do you mean,
what do you do? What do you do before you come here and do the show?
I just wake up.
You lie. You take something.
Yeah, Fruity Pebbles.
Anyway, yeah, that commercial, what a joke.
Both of them? Did you like either of them?
No, absolutely not. I don't want Sheamus saving me from a tree, if I'm stuck in a tree, okay?
What was the other one? There's another one. I can't remember what the first one was.
I don't know. It was on this week's Raw, but, just not... It's stupid. It's very stupid. It's pathetic. It's sad and pathetic at the same time.
Do you like it better than Zack Ryder's 1-800 WWWYKI?
Well, that's his fault.
Yeah, he did that himself.
He's doing it himself, and he's gonna keep on doing it to himself. And
speaking of which, Dirt Sheets, where's that new Zack Ryder character we were supposed to get?
I don't know. He's slowly getting buried as we speak.
So I don't know. The Dirt Sheets got everyone hyped up for this change in character for Zack Ryder. I see nothing.
Yawn. Next, Jericho faced Laredo. Back from break, Vicky approaches CM Punk. She said she's putting him in a match tonight, and he ignores her. She gets angry and yells at him, and he yells back in her face, "Excuse me!" And that's pretty much it. Next we get Caitlyn versus Oksana. You like that? Oksana!
Yeah. Well, the match.
It was so stupid.
No, this is amazing.
So stupid.
For some reason, Caitlyn's music started playing during the match.
Yeah, I thought it was Emma coming
And
out.
I was very.
I started going like this. I'm like,
No, it's a very different song.
no, it's almost the same.
No, it's not.
It's almost the same.
It's not almost the same.
It's almost the same.
It's not almost the same.
It's almost the same.
It's not almost the same. Almost doesn't count.
Almost doesn't count.
Yeah, that's how it is. If I almost pay my rent, I get evicted. If I do pay my rent, I stay in the house.
I guess you don't pay your rent.
No, I do.
You get evicted.
I do. I'm just letting you know. If I one day almost pay my rent, that doesn't mean I'm staying in the house.
Oh my god.
So either way, it's not the same song.
Well, no,
it's Caitlyn's song.
You can almost pay your rent, and they'll let you.
If you have a strict landlord, do you think almost is gonna cut it?
Yes.
It will not cut it.
Oh, then you have a crappy landlord.
Actually, who says I got evicted?
I'm just using an example.
You're using a bad example because I'm just using
Then
a
you have a
point
good
here.
landlord.
I'm using the example. If you have a strict landlord and you almost pay your rent, that's not going to cut it.
But if you
And you can get evicted for that, okay? If you almost pay your Verizon Fios bill, are you going to keep getting service? No, you're not.
No.
There you go.
But I'm saying if you have a good landlord.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
It matters with the okay.
If you're $100 short and you're friends with the landlord.
Okay. If I almost buy you a cheeseburger, are you going to be happy? You're not.
If you give me half of
You're absolutely not going to be happy. If I say I'm going to get you a cheeseburger and I almost get you one and say, hey, sorry, I almost bought you one, that's not going to get anything in your stomach.
Oh man.
So
do.
Caitlin's theme song is much different from Emma's, as in Emma's is much better because Emma's doesn't have crappy lyrics. So either way, I was very disappointed that Caitlyn came out.
You just have a hatred towards Caitlyn.
I don't. I don't have a problem with Caitlyn. I wanted the WrestleMania Divas match to be AJ Lee versus Caitlyn. I wanted both of them on that stage.
Well, we're getting a little late.
Well, we're not getting it. We just got it at Payback, so.
And we're gonna get it again most likely on Money in the Bank. So.
Seems like it. Still late. So. But either way, I was very disappointed that that this match was interrupted because obviously this match was going to be a classic.
Yeah, right.
It was going to blow the roof off of the place.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if this match was allowed to continue, nobody would have even remembered Orton versus Bryan.
Yeah. Are we done?
And they would have been put on the WWE 2K14 cover. Instantly, they would have changed it.
Them on the cover, okay? That's what they should put on the cover of 2K14.
2K14?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, either way, Caitlyn interfered. Caitlyn came out. There's two Caitlyns now. I'm really confused.
I wasn't.
And I can't tell which Caitlyn was in the match.
I saw a very nice looking Biggie Langston, who actually looks pretty good when he's like all dressed up. Not gonna lie.
He has a nice wardrobe. He has a nice
some
wardrobe.
class.
And it's a shame that his sense of fashion goes down the tube when it comes to wrestling attire.
Yeah, right.
But no, he very spiffy. I'm telling WWE, give Biggie Langston his own clothing line. I would love to own a Biggie Langston button-up shirt.
A button-up shirt.
He'd look phenomenal.
You buy it. You go to any local.
No,
store
I want one with Biggie
God.
Langston on the ticket. On like the little.
This shorten this Divas thing.
Caitlyn came out to make fun of Caitlyn.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It was very
We got
surreal
another
moment.
vignette of the Wyatt family.
Yes, well, mostly like it's like the other vignettes. So
They're getting better though.
I still kind of like the first one the best, but either way, they've all they're good vignettes. I'm put it that way.
I'm sticking to my gut. I think they show up in Brooklyn.
You just want them to show up in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm. And I also noted that Fat Kid was in the right.
Rob sent a message saying that kid behind the camera, his girlfriend, and angry grandpa were
They didn't look so
in
angry,
attendance.
by the way.
In attendance. Well, No, they were.
Like, out of character?
They're at the show. They're at the show. They're happy to be
Out of
there.
character.
Well, maybe they're just happy to be there. The kid behind the camera.
I want to know how to get those seats every single time. They're either like front row, or I think that's all they get is front row, and it's always behind the announcers because they know they're going to be on TV.
They should let them commentate.
Good God, no!
During WWE Raw.
Stop
I mean,
it.
they're right there anyway, so.
Shut up.
No, it's a good idea.
No.
It's a
We
phenomenal
got
idea.
Jericho versus Dario. Really good match.
Meh.
I liked it.
Eh.
Except for the DQ by,
No, the DQ was amazing. Ricardo Rodriguez.
Ricardo, stupid. This is so stupid. Dario's gonna lose. Dario's gonna lose so badly at Money in the Bank, it's not even gonna be funny to watch.
Do you think so?
After
Are you sure is Ziggler absolutely going to be cleared for that match?
Yes. He's already cleared.
Now, I know the hospital has cleared him. Has he been cleared by the ambulance to compete?
You better watch
at
it,
Money in the
buddy.
Bank?
Watch it.
Alright. I'm
Jericho.
just waiting to see.
Jericho hits Ricardo with a code breaker, Ziggler hits a zigzag, and Dario.
A very nice sell by Ricardo, by the way,
Yeah.
with the code breaker. Best I've seen so far.
Jericho and Ziggler come face to face in the middle of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho brushes past Ziggler, and Ziggler hits him with a zigzag because something happened on SmackDown between the two. And
What happened between the two of them on SmackDown?
Jericho hit Ziggler with the code breaker for no reason.
Oh, okay.
But they do
So
have a
Ziggler
pass.
broke out of the ambulance again?
Will you stop?
Ziggler, you're not going to get any better if you keep...
Oh my
breaking
God.
away from the ambulance.
Don't listen to him. He's just a big baby.
Oh, I'm the big baby?
Yes, you are.
Mr. Dolph Ziggler crying in the ring after he lost to Alberto Del Rio? Well,
He's
in all
gonna win.
seriousness,
He's gonna beat Alberto Del Rio.
I'd cry
at
if
Money
I
in the
lost
Bank.
to Del Rio too, so...
Oh, be quiet. Next,
It's the truth.
Stop it. Next we get Brad Maddox is ready to reveal the new 2K14 video game for WWE. They talk about canceling Bryan versus Orton.
Yeah, doesn't Vince want...
Yeah, I know.
Vince, what did he say?
I don't want to even.
He said
repeat
something...
his words.
Well, no, he said something along the lines of, Daniel Bryan is too small and that's not what we want to see.
Yeah.
I agree with Vince.
You should get off the
I agree
show.
with Vince McMahon because later on, Daniel Bryan has no pop when he's announced later on in the match. You'll see. I still know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, right.
Vince McMahon speaks the
Mr.
truth.
on drugs over here.
That's why WWE has come along.
He's on drugs.
He's
Don't
been
mind
running
him.
WWE for so long. It's still around, so
Stop
obviously
it.
he's doing something
He
right.
popped the pill before he came here, okay? He's not himself today. Yeah, I mean, come on. Stop it.
Not myself today.
You are not yourself today. Agreeing with Vince?
Vince McMahon knows all.
Yeah, right. Now we're back with the cover reveal, and I will give I like Brad Maddox is the best. Did you see Brad Maddox's cover?
I did see Brad Maddox's cover.
That should be the cover. I don't care what anyone says.
No. I mean, Vicky Guerrero's just phenomenal.
Oh, what?
With the McMahon family, come on. How can you go wrong with the McMahon family? But I did like Brad Maddox is the best.
It was genius.
It was
Genius. But then it's
and you know, even that can be improved upon. You know, get rid of Cena and Punk. Keep Brad Maddox on the cover, and there you go. They have it.
it should just be Brad Maddox.
That's all it should be.
And it
Why
should
do you
be-
need anyone else?
And a special edition of a Chris Benoit will come out on Christmas. Get that soon.
No, it should come out on the anniversary of a certain date where Chris Benoit was fed up with a few things.
I think that passed.
Yeah, a while, but you know what can
Wasn't
you
it
do?
the 22nd?
Yeah, it's a while ago. It happens during. I remember. I know it happens during graduation season. Because I remember when I heard of Chris Benoit's killing, his murdering spree.
This murder is
I was at my a good friend of mine the graduation.
Uh-huh.
And as I'm at the graduation, King of the Smarts calls me and says, "Oh, hey, Chris Benoit's dead. What am I gonna do? I have one less person to suck off." I'm like, "Ugh, okay, well, you know what?
Wow.
He's dead. I'm not. So
wow.
I'm going
He's
to.
dead. I'm not.
I'm
all
going
good.
to continue to enjoy my friend's graduation."
More hate towards the end, man. This all hate towards you. I have nothing to say. I love it. Chris Benoit, a great wrestler, but as a person, can rot in hell for all I care. Ryback versus the Great Khali. Did you know the Great Khali is going to get a tremendous push?
He is. He is. I remember this. I remember this. Who announced this?
I don't know. It was just a match.
It was just a match, and Khali was.
Let me tell you something. The greatest thing in the world happened.
This the greatest thing in the world did happen. We got this match.
Oh yeah, it sucked.
It was amazing.
I fast forward to this. It was like 5 seconds. Ryback wins. Cena comes up. I really skipped this because it's the same.
Although his shell shock on Khali was impressive.
Okay.
The marching around
No,
twice,
that's fine.
that was pretty cool.
We get back, and I knew once Cena was cutting a promo, like, it would be the same stupid
No,
promo we
this
cut.
promo cut
Same
and paved
promo every single week.
new ground.
Same promo he does.
It was
he
amazing.
Yells and screams like a little bitch. No offense.
Hey, he didn't scream until the end.
Okay,
That's
did
how
his
he ends
voice
his-
crack?
He always cracks. He just has a voice that cracks.
Yeah. Whatever.
You can't help the voice cracks.
So, who cares about Cena?
Everybody cares about Cena.
No, they don't trust
Yeah,
me.
well, they do.
Next,
He's the flagship
we get
wrestler
probably
of the company.
weirdest tag team match in the face of WWE history.
Well, at least until SmackDown.
Tensai and Brodus Clay versus the Usos versus Jinder and Drew. I texted you and I'm like, for the first time I actually root for the 3-man band. No joke, and I root for them, and what happens? Just disappointment again.
Well, they didn't lose.
But can you
they
explain
weren't
to
the
me-
ones who got pinned.
Can you explain to me how Tensai weighs about, what, 300 or so pounds? Does a splash on one of the Usos, but that doesn't, that doesn't,
they kick
but
out.
a super kick, and one of the Usos that weighs about 150 does a splash and magically takes out Tensai.
Well, he
What a joke.
weighs more than 150, but yeah, I
What a joke.
definitely see what you're saying.
That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. Oh, well, he's got super kicks.
I'm starting to think that wrestling's fake.
Wrestling's not fake.
I'm starting to think so.
You need to stop. Winners the Usos. Yeah, whatever.
So yeah, the Usos came back out of nowhere. I remember a few weeks ago they had a match.
Yeah, right. And they disappeared.
And
Came
they
back.
disappeared for a couple weeks, and now they're back. They won again,
Ridiculous.
and now they have a tag team title shot against the Shield.
Ridiculous.
And
Next.
the Shield came out of the audience. We did a little stare down.
Of course.
The Usos were smiling.
Next, we finally get the face-to-face we've been waiting for of Paul Heyman and CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
This was brilliant because I said once again CM Punk would win that mic war very easily.
How did he win the mic work? It was him asking a question and Paul Heyman answering it. It wasn't like anyone putting anyone in their place. If anybody got put in their place, it was CM Punk, because by the end of the promo, he was apologizing. He apologized!
Well, we wasn't sure.
I'm sorry for doubting you.
Watch it.
Oh, sorry. Tell me the truth. That was funny. Paul Heyman! And then, basically what's revealed is that we get a whole story about
Yes.
how Paul Heyman was the one who saved CM Punk's
If you
career.
watch the DVD on CM Punk's best in the world, that's what it's called. Best in the world.
Does he have the title strap on the DVD cover? Oh no, because by then he lost it to The Rock, right?
He held it.
No, no, I think he lost it
134
like
days.
right after
He's
that.
best in the world. I don't care what anyone says.
Do you care what The Rock says? Because guess what? He beat him.
The Rock is a part-timer who's on a stupid video game
And
cover.
he was still able to beat
Because Vince
CM Punk.
keeps sucking him off
And
for
he
some
was
odd
still
reason.
able to
Sucking
beat
him
CM
off.
Punk. And he beat him twice.
And you know what's funny? He
beat him
I
twice.
hope he skips WrestleMania to do Terminator.
No,
okay?
he'll be at WrestleMania.
No, I hope not. I
hope
really
he
hope
is.
he skips that to do Terminator.
He's not going to be done. I told you he's not done with the company.
No, he's done.
He's not done.
Done.
You just want him to be
I
done
want
with
him
the
to be
company.
done.
But he won't be.
Uh,
So either way, basically, CM Punk wanted an answer. He gave this whole... You were going to say something, though. About Paul Heyman saving his career and all that.
yes, it's on the DVD.
It's all there on the
Yeah,
DVD.
it's all,
Okay.
it's all on the DVD.
So it's nothing new. You know, we for those of you who have the Best in the World DVD,
Yeah.
it's basically a summary of that. So if you bought the Best in the World DVD, waste of money. Sorry, Rob. But either way, then he asked
I ordered
Paul
it. I got
Heyman.
the DVD.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's really
I'm
good.
sorry you got the DVD.
It's really good.
It's sad waste of
One
money.
of the best.
It's okay,
No,
John.
it's one of the best DVDs
Relax.
WWE's put out.
Not as good as the Once in a Lifetime DVD.
Yeah, whatever.
So either way, we get CM Punk finally asking Paul Heyman if he had anything to do with the attack, the Brock Lesnar attack on stanking up the joint.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
It's better. It's better now. Less. Thank you.
But yeah, thank you.
No.
WD-40.
So-
So brought to you by WD-40.
So
Make sure your doors don't squeak.
I gotta get some of that actually. I gotta get some of that. So either way, Paul Heyman basically says he clears his name. He says that he loves CM Punk
Aww.
and that he would never do anything like that. So yeah, what's the name of the bottle you used to sprayed?
Oh, WD-40. That shit's great.
All right, I gotta get some of that because there's a few doors in my my apartment that are squeaking.
That shit's great for that.
It's not good like when you try to walk around in the dark. And then people
Why are
hear
we
you.
talking about WD-40 on my show?
Because it's a great product, apparently.
Very
It
good for
works.
squeaky doors.
I'm glad you didn't hear that it's my show. Get your WD-40 now. My laptop's slowly dying.
Oh, you didn't have it plugged in?
No, I do not.
Alright.
Are we still on?
Yeah. Because this segment was so uninteresting that we need to
Shut
talk
up.
about the squeaky doors. See? At least we talked about John Cena's promo.
Oh God.
But then we get Paul Heyman saying that he had nothing to do with it. He did
Of
not know. He
course.
swears on the life of his kids.
And you know,
And
he's gonna-
he says that he loves CM Punk.
do you know what's gonna happen?
Well,
I
let's
can tell you
hear
this right now.
what's gonna happen, John.
Paul Heyman's gonna screw Punk at Money in the Bank.
Mhm.
And that's pretty much it. And the way it's gonna go is he's gonna have to beat Curtis Axel to get the Brock. He's gonna beat Axel, and he gets Brock at SummerSlam.
So you think he will be that either Axel or Lesnar will interfere
Yes.
in the Money in the Bank match? Okay, I can see that happening too. Paul Heyman will deny that again.
Oh, of course.
Punk will, start to see through it, I guess. Whatnot, whatever. But that's not what people are talking about. What people are talking about is the incredible match we got afterwards.
Oh,
The classic match. I'm pretty sure that if someone
You
were
know,
to,
I'm not gonna-
well, hold on. I'm pretty
Not
sure
gonna
that,
lie, as a Punk fan, this is probably one of his worst matches I've seen.
and it's sad because Darren Young actually didn't do bad out there. He dominated the match. He dominated the match. He was
I
given
don't know.
he was given an opportunity to show his skill set. Basically, CM Punk was Sheamus in this match as he got dominated throughout and just put in his finisher and he won the match. If you're the best in the world, you should be able to beat Darren Young in less than 10 minutes. That's just me. But then Titus O'Neil comes in, and we get the most awkward beatdown you've ever seen.
That was very awkward.
It was,
Like I said,
it was a very strange double team. I couldn't tell that. And then I heard these, what do you call it? Curtis Axel's theme started playing. Like I said, the intro, I think the intro's too long
Yes.
to his song. Where how does it go? Do, 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 do.
Yeah.
It does that like 3 times. And by then, Axel made it to the ring and you couldn't even actually hear his theme. Like,
Yeah, I know, right?
it never even started playing, so you really got to get rid of that intro. It's so stupid. I got it for the first time when he was being introduced, okay, whatever. But, just take the intro out. They did that for Sheamus' song. They took the intro out. And that's why it starts out with immediately, it's a shameful thing.
I know.
Lobster head.
Lobster head. At least you got it right.
So, Axel makes the save. And we get the biggest pop in the history of the company when Axel comes out for the save, right?
Yeah, right? God, it was quiet.
Yeah, it was like,
Ooh.
it was pretty painful to
I
watch.
actually felt bad for him.
People were like sitting on their hands, but I kind of understand why it was quiet. Not necessarily, well, obviously Axel's not over either, but if you're a fan there and you're one of the people who only cheers on the faces, do you cheer Axel?
I wouldn't like that. Just give him a little clap.
Right. Well, you're not gonna hear that. You're not gonna hear that,
reaction. It's just like, huh? Just came out to the ring and weird. Like the whole beatdown was weird.
It was a terrible beatdown
Like I
save.
said, this is just my opinion from being a CM Punk fan. One of his worst matches I've seen. It's the one with Yannick on of ice.
Well, he has fun with it, but I mean,
But it was like it wasn't like supposed to happen because it happened so quickly.
Yeah, he just jumped on him and put it on.
And Darren Young tapped so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like what the heck was that supposed to happen, or was Darren Young just
Guess what?
said screw it? I'm just gonna tap instead of getting GTS.
No, I think he was able to because the match was already running long. It was much longer than I thought CM Punk Darren Young match would be.
Wow, very weird. But next we do get the names for Money in the Bank.
Here we go, because Vicky Guerrero forgot to announce
Ladder
that.
match now.
Do you have the list there?
Yes, I do. The first two names I was happy with, Punk and Bryan, right off the bat. I was like, all right, this is good. This is great. Then I went to Sheamus. I was like, oh god, that downgraded. Then I went to Randy. I'm like, oh my god, this is really downgrading this.
Who was after Sheamus?
Randy Orton.
No, isn't the next one after Sheamus Christian?
Well, I'm just going.
I think that they announced Christian. Christian got little to no pop. You know what's sad though is that Sheamus got one of the biggest reactions when his name was read.
But Christian Kane and then Rob Van Dam, awesome, great. But can you tell me in God's name why Kane? I understand Kane, but why Sheamus, Orton, and Christian are in the match? I understand Rob Van Dam. I understand Christian, Punk, and Daniel Bryan. I understand. Why is Sheamus in there? Why is Orton in there? And why is Christian there?
I'll tell you why.
And
And it doesn't make any sense.
Christian has Money in the Bank experience.
Well, here's the thing.
He could dive off a ladder.
Well, I mean, he's not even the one who did all the impressive stuff. It was Edge.
Yeah, I know, right?
Edge
Doing it all.
But either way,
Hence, that's
most
why
of the time Christian was the one eating the ladder.
And since he had the better career of Christian. Sorry, Christian.
Yeah.
Eat it, Christian fans. Go!
Maybe Christian should have learned from Edge, where you cut your hair after you retire. You know?
Touche.
And not look like a little boy who pulls his pants up too high when he's like in a wrestling match. Either way, though, I'll tell you what. Such a stupid theme song. But the reason Orton
the
and
of Christian.
the reason that Orton and Sheamus are there are because lately Sheamus has been part of a terrible feud. I don't even know why he's been. I don't even know if you want to call it a feud, but he's been with Damien Sandow. I can't even explain it why. He's already somebody that you've put in the main event a few times.
Yeah.
And now I don't know why he's with Damien Sandow.
He went from an upgrade to a downgrade.
Orton's I get a little more, because at least he's helping put
Orton's
somebody
all
over.
over the place.
But he's putting somebody over at this point. He's
He
not
is,
wasting
for
his
once.
time. He's putting somebody over in Daniel Bryan, which we'll
Listen,
get
I don't
into
think
later.
Daniel Bryan needs him to get over though. He's already over to begin with.
No, but he needs that victory
Oh,
to
I know. I know what you mean.
jumpstart that singles competitive. Because while he was with Team Hell No, he lost like all his singles matches.
Oh, of course.
So he needs a legitimate win to finally get him back in the picture of, okay, yeah, this guy's a main eventer. Don't get me wrong, we all knew that he had main event capabilities.
Oh, of course.
But for storyline purposes, he's not going to go from just losing all his singles matches while being tag champ to winning the WWE Championship. No, you have to have a transition there. Orton's being put in the Money in the Bank match. And it makes sense because if you're going to have Daniel Bryan in that Money in the Bank match,
Oh, of course.
you could have Kane and Orton tag along also. Because you could have some interesting spots there.
That is true.
Sheamus, though, again, I don't get it. I guess this is just an excuse to try and get him back
Yeah.
into a main event competition.
I think he's, like I said, I think we've seen the end of Sheamus. This is my opinion.
Well, no, he's still getting the commercials when 800 fell and
Oh my
stuff.
God.
So he's still getting stuff. They
course
still have faith in him, but they're just.
Well, his faith because of the kids. That's why the kids, for some odd mysterious reason, love him. But at the same time, it's like, okay, you make Sandow beat him, and then he just loses again in the tag match. Then he really loses in the Sandow street fight
Right.
on SmackDown. Spoiler. I mean, come on. It's either you're gonna give Sandow a push or just get rid of Sheamus. You know, it's very bad storytelling by the WWE.
And Christian, there's no reason he should be there. It's that
Because
simple.
you can fly off a ladder. That's why they need someone for that. But that's what you have RVD for.
Have you ever seen? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why
I'm
Christian's
pretty,
there.
everyone is psyched for Rob Van Dam return to Philly. So, you know he's not gonna win. But out of all the people in this match, the only one that should win is Bryan.
Mhm.
Because everyone else has won the match. Hasn't Orton won? Or no?
Orton has not won a money. I don't think he's won a Money in the Bank one. My deal here was that everybody, I think except for Christian, except for Christian and Daniel Bryan, everybody in that match has been WWE champ.
Yep.
When Christian won, that was World Heavyweight, right?
Yep.
Okay. So Christian will win.
Yeah, right.
Christian will win
Stop
by
it.
knocking Daniel Bryan off the ladder.
Oh my god, if that happens.
He's
oh
going to
boy.
kill switch Daniel Bryan from the top of the ladder onto a table, and then we'll.
If that happens, you're never allowed over for a pay-per-view again. You know that,
It's
right?
okay. Yeah, I know
You will
that.
never be over.
That would be
pay-per-view.
hysterical.
You'll have to
Christian
stream
will be
them.
the one to take out Daniel Bryan and CM Punk.
Much better.
Both of them.
No.
He'll be the one taking both of them
You
now.
are terrible. If that happens, you are not coming.
No. Here's what can happen.
Okay, we're skipping on
Sheamus.
to the
It could
main
be
event.
Sheamus.
We're skipping on to the main event, but Mark Henry cuts a promo, blah blah blah.
Basically, Mark Henry said that he had everyone in the palm of his hand, crying
new
and all that
shirt.
stuff. Mark Henry did have a nice new shirt.
Yes, that's what I do.
That's what he does. He wears nice
But
shirts.
the Shield has another shirt, and I'm not too happy with it.
I like it actually.
I don't know. I think the hound should be in the back. It should be
Why?
the Shield with the dogs in the back.
Well, I guess I can see that too. Well, wear the shirt backwards.
I should. I really should.
Just wear the shirt backwards.
There was an app. It was an app match. App stipulation. Bryan and Orton either.
Oh wait, we forgot. The most important part of Raw actually
Oh no.
was the Bella Twins handing out magazines. This was far more interesting than anything else that happened on Raw. But let's move on to the main event. You were saying about the app.
Yes, it was an app match. Either once again for some odd reason, it was I think lumberjack match, a street fight, or a falls count anywhere.
Mhm.
Obviously, it ends up being a street fight. My DVR cut at the time, but I did see it on YouTube. A very good match.
Mhm.
So what I saw up to and then the finish. Good thing Daniel Bryan won, because if I didn't, my TV was going out the window.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm like I said, happy Bryan Orton tapped, so.
Right.
And then a lot of.
Well, yeah, it wasn't just any regular no lock. He was using kendo stick along with it.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
After the match, a lot of people were chanting, "You tapped out."
Hmm. But
So-
that faded out pretty quickly after he gave Bryan a handshake. He left, and yeah, we ended Raw with the yes chants.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
But that was Raw. Like I said, just question marks. Just because I mean, it was an okay Raw.
Mhm.
I mean, a lot of people are mixed feelings about it. The thing I didn't get was the whole backstage segments with Triple H, Stephanie, and
They're still trying to do with who really has power of the company.
it looks like Triple H is gonna have full control anyway. So
Yeah.
the way they're going, and the way it seems to me that's where they're going for. It's gonna be Triple H taking full control.
And Triple H forgot that he wants to fight Curtis
It's
Axel.
Axel.
But that's okay because nobody wants to see that match anyway.
I
know.
do.
Do you?
Might as well. It's a match. I'll take any match with Curtis Axel.
No, it has to be Triple H versus Vince McMahon in Iron Man Hell in a Cell lumberjack match.
Oh my god. Well, what about the Count from Hell match?
Yeah, the dogs could be there too.
No, okay.
The wrestler, the lumberjack
Hell in a Cell.
wrestlers have to bring in, if they have any pet dogs, they can bring them into the match.
Oh man. I think that was Big Boss Man versus Al Snow.
Hmm.
I think. I know Big Boss Man was in the match because he was the one with the dogs, and one of the dogs took a poop.
Yeah.
It's like around the ring, but that was Raw.
Hmm.
Next we got after SmackDown. By the way, all faces in the Money in the Bank ladder match for Raw, but quick SmackDown. This is puke to me.
SmackDown?
Yes, not Sheamus defeated Damien Sandow in a Dublin street fight. Who cares? Natalya defeated AJ Lee. Caitlyn comes out dressed as AJ Lee. I kind of want to see that.
Mhm.
Miz TV with Curtis Axel. Axel attacked the Miz to end the segment.
Yeah, that's how every segment of Miz TV needs to end, with Miz getting attacked. Because I remember there was this one stretch of the highlight reel, where at the end of every highlight reel, it was like Chris Jericho was on the floor after a beatdown.
Yeah.
Whenever he was a face, that would end up happening.
Randy Orton defeated Kane.
Mm-hmm.
Ryback defeated Justin Gabriel.
Match of the night.
By the way, quickly, wanted to get back to Ryback and Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho comes in. Ryback's demanding a rematch.
Oh, this is on Raw, right?
Yeah,
I like how Ryback stands.
Yeah, he looks ridiculous.
Where the person's in front of him, but he'll stand next to them sideways.
Yeah, right?
And turn his neck to talk to them. Why are you doing that?
What an idiot.
Why can't you just face them like a normal person?
He's quickly getting buried. Well, what a way to put someone who just got buried versus a jobber. Great WWE, just what I want to see.
Great match.
Someone who just got buried versus a jobber. Burial versus jobber. I wonder who's going to win that match.
Ryback called Chris Jericho Jr.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Jericho's older than
Yeah,
Ryback.
right? Oh, Ryback's such a bitch. He's got to stop.
What did Jericho call Ryback on SmackDown? Cryback.
Oh, Cryback.
Called him Cryback.
Cryback. Cryback. Well, he is. He's a big baby now. He should go back. He's the one who should go back to the hospital.
See, I was on
take the ambulance back.
Here's the thing. When he went into Vicky Guerrero and Brad Maddox's office, he was going in there to demand another title match because he just beat the Great Khali easily, and he wanted John Cena, Mark Henry to be taken off the card, and John Cena, Ryback to be put back on the card. And I thought it would be Ryback, Mark Henry going out there to say, what are you talking about, whatever. No, Chris Jericho comes out of nowhere. And somehow he thinks that he should be in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Well, he should have been.
Because he invented it. Well, why? That would be a wasted spot. Because we know he's not going to win.
No,
I would prefer him instead of Christian.
Thank you.
Don't get me wrong. I think
that's
that
where the spot should
if you're going to put somebody in the match who you know is not going to win but has a presence, put in Chris Jericho.
RVD's in it.
Yeah. Yeah. I could understand if they had put Christian in the other Money in the Bank ladder match.
Speaking of the devil.
There we go.
You kidding me, WWE? You kidding me, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're kidding me. Christian, that guy, go. I mean, go home. Go home with the Miz.
Here we go.
And the Usos.
And he's paired with an incredible tag team. The Usos, who have one of the best entrances in the WWE at the moment.
You need to stop. Why am I the serious one on the show? You're like the hillbilly on the show.
That's funny because I'm not the white one.
And?
Alright, I'm not gonna get into that. But the Usos and Christian, obviously an unbeatable team, right? Better than teams such as John Cena, Ryback, and Orton. Ryback, Orton, and Chris Jericho. The Brothers of Destruction and Daniel Bryan.
Are you kidding me?
What are some other teams?
Super Friends?
Yeah, that was the Super Friends that I was telling you about. It was Cena, Sheamus, and Ryback.
What was the one at WrestleMania?
The one at WrestleMania was
Big Show,
Orton, and Sheamus.
I mean, really, WWE?
So none of those teams are able to beat the Shield. This went on for months.
Yes.
Okay, and then last SmackDown, in probably one of the greatest matches, 6-man tag matches on SmackDown history, along with the crowd going nuts, insane to the point where it was almost like a pay-per-view crowd.
I know.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan caused Seth Rollins to tap out in the Shield's very first victory.
Now.
And then the very next week, they throw together the Usos and Christian, and they defeat the Shield.
Unbelievable.
Do you realize that they just took away from last week's Shield defeat?
Oh, I know. It makes no sense.
They just took that match and they threw it out. Because I would understand, what WWE would have been smart to do is have that be the only loss to the only Shield loss in 6-man tag match history. For the time being, let them regroup.
Of course.
And go on another tear, okay? Until somebody else beats them. But no, they lose the very next week. All this is supposed to do is legitimize the Usos, I guess, because how did they win?
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say? I'll let you know. I'll find it.
While you find it, the Del Rio Fiesta finished the show.
Del Rio Fiesta finish.
Yeah, Fiesta finished.
I love these. Everybody loves these, right?
We do have the World Heavyweight title, Money in the Bank participants. Dean Ambrose, Fandango, Cesaro, Swagger, Sandow, Barrett, and Cody Rhodes. What do all these guys have in common, Ant-Man?
They're all faces, right?
This is why he needs to be fired on the show. I'm sorry, people. I try to give you good quality work, but this douchebag to the left of me has to be a douchebag. They're all heels. Okay. Now let's have fun here for now. Let's have fun for a second. Who is not winning this match? Not.
Read the roster to me and name by name I'll tell you who's not going to win.
Be serious.
I'll be serious.
Cody Rhodes.
Not going to win.
Wade Barrett.
Possibility.
He was on my list.
There's a possibility.
Sandow.
Not going to win.
Swagger.
Not going to win.
Not going to win just because of...
Yeah.
I believe...
I think their faith in him is done after what he pulled. I mean, he's being given the world and he pulls that. Oh, by the way, he was found guilty.
Yep, found guilty.
So he's obviously not going to win. So.
Fandango.
If he hadn't gotten injured, I would have said... No,
Yes.
he's not going to win. He's not going to win. It's still too soon for him to be a championship anyway. So.
If he didn't get injured, I think so.
Right.
Dean Ambrose.
That's a possibility as well.
Cesaro.
A week ago, I would have said no, but now that he has Zeb Coulter, maybe.
That's what I keep thinking.
Okay.
For some odd reason.
Now, is that all of them?
Yeah, that's all of them.
Okay, your best bet to win that match, I would like to say Dean Ambrose, but he still has the US title.
know.
Now, what I would like, I mean, I don't know what they're going to do here, because if Dean Ambrose just wins that and then gets rid of the US title, it, again, buries that title.
Well, remember, you
And I don't
can
know if they
carry
wanna
both
do that.
titles.
You can, but I mean, they seem to shy away from that nowadays.
They do.
I don't know. I would say it's a toss-up between... Barrett's been there longer than Cesaro.
What they're doing with Barrett though is ridiculous. I'm kind of thrown out.
Yeah, I'm thrown off too. Cesaro and Barrett weren't on Raw this past week, right?
No, we're not.
Okay. Odd, but... I would say it's between those three. Between Barrett, Ambrose, and Cesaro.
Interesting what's going to happen with Swagger and Zeb Coulter when Swagger comes back. No one thought about that.
When Swagger comes back... Yeah, I mean... It's going to be interesting because Swagger and Cesaro are both in the match.
Yeah.
So are they going to cooperate? Are they going to go at each other? I would figure that they will go at each other at some point in the match, causing Zeb Coulter to maybe drop Jack Swagger because, again, he's going nowhere.
Yeah.
And they're not going to... They didn't hire Zeb Coulter for nothing.
I know.
He's going to still be doing something, so... I mean, there's a possibility right there.
And we have our... This is updated Money in the Bank pay-per-view. We have the matches. I think they're pretty much all set, ready to go. WWE title, Cena, Mark Henry. Money in the Bank, WWE title. Punk, Bryan, Sheamus, Orton, Christian Kane, and Rob Van Dam, all the faces. Ziggler versus Del Rio. The World Heavyweight title Money in the Bank match. The WWE Tag Team title match. The Usos versus Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. And Chris Jericho versus Ryback. Most likely add the Divas match again. Maybe we'll have a Divas Money in the Bank.
What do you think about this card? So far,
it's halfway decent, except for the WWE title match. I think that's a joke. Both, it's Philly. They're both gonna get. Actually, Mark Henry might get cheered.
Yeah, for that promo, he might get cheered. Yeah.
Just because Philly is smart Mark Town. Everyone knows.
No, it's another one. It's another one. It's another smart mark place.
So John Cena is gonna get heavily booed. I think Rob Van Dam is probably get the best cheer of the night.
He probably. It's a good possibility.
That's biggest pop probably RVD.
Ziggler will be up there too, I guess.
Ziggler most likely because Dario's getting booed. Yeah, that's how I see it. I think everyone's waiting for the return of RVD. A lot of people are psyched about it. I'm psyched about it. there is a video of his last match in the Independence.
What if he came back as a heel?
That was one of the someone pitched it as in maybe RVD caused Punk when he's like climbing, he kicks the ladder, caused Punk, but he's never been a heel.
That's the thing. That's why I'm thinking about that, because RVD in his career in the WWE never been a heel. Hype him up as a face,
And
returning,
he'll always
and then
get cheered because he's just that type of person you're gonna cheer for.
But at this point in the WWE, you're not. The WWE is at the moment pretty terrible at getting you cheered or booed.
Yeah.
I mean, Cesaro. Let's name a few heels who are getting cheered even though they were heels. You got CM Punk, obviously. You got Dolph Ziggler is there up too. He's there too. Daniel Bryan, even when he was a heel, he was getting cheered.
Yep.
There's a few out there. Brock Lesnar, when he first returned, he was a heel and he was getting cheered.
Yep.
And faces who got booed or got no reaction. Obviously, Cena, for a very long period of time, was getting booed. Del Rio never got over as a face.
No.
Sheamus, at some points, hasn't been over as a face, but it's very on and off with Sheamus. He's a strange one.
I kind of wish you were here for the pay-per-view. It was very silent when
he
Del
came
Rio
in?
won.
No, I can imagine.
It was very
because everyone didn't. Nobody
I
expected.
didn't get it. No one gets it. I mean, why? Because it's no one knew the double turn was happening. Because I don't get it. I mean, I'm hoping this doesn't hurt Ziggler in the long run.
Yeah.
Because he was fine. He was just a heel, but they cheered him. Now he's a total face, and he's still getting cheered. But at the same time, did you just ruin his momentum? I mean, wouldn't you want him to overcome the concussion and beat Del Rio?
Yeah, but maybe they want to tell a bigger story here, because I would figure that since they were in a position where, let's be honest, this is a feud where the face was getting booed and the heel was getting cheered.
Yep.
So they decided to do a double turn for both characters, and they said, all right, since we're going to do that, let's extend this feud a bit by having Del Rio win the match. Because I would assume Ziggler's going to win at some point during this feud, so they're going to have at least 2 more matches.
Most likely.
So. Although, Jericho's been involved there for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would throw him in there too. But
you know, it's going to be funny. Ryback's an injury and he's going to be gone for
Yeah, because he's supposed to be gone for...
Fozzy.
Oh my goodness, Jericho's character just continues to be a joke to anyone who's never seen his Attitude Days.
By the way, we're going to have some laughs here. There are new details on Jack Swagger's arrest. Police describe Swagger's misdemeanor and stuff like that. First off, let's see, where is it? An officer testified that Swagger handed him his credit card when he asked for his driver's license. Swagger's speech was slow, his eyes were bloodshot and very watery, but he was talking nervous and stuff like that.
Oh my god, Jack Swagger talking nervous?
Yeah.
Oh boy. If it's anything like his promos.
He was trying to be the gentleman, but while he was high and drunk, and
that doesn't work, Swagger.
Doesn't work. Swagger told the officer that night he smoked some marijuana before leaving the Coliseum that night. Swagger told the officer, "I know I effed up. I apologize, man." This is getting better and better. The officer testified that Swagger was driving 10 miles per hour, 10 miles faster than the speed limit, and that he smelled burned marijuana in Swagger's rental car. The officer also saw a few pieces of marijuana on Swagger's lap.
Jack Swagger. Expert weed hider.
When Swagger was stopped by the police on February 19th, he told the police he had just showered, stopped by a fast food restaurant, and was pretty banged up after SmackDown tapings that night. My God. The video showed Swagger taking a sobriety test. Whatever you want to call it.
Sobriety
Thank
test.
you. And in 44-degree weather on the side of the road, the DUI officer described the test as a walk and turn while counting, and a one leg stand also while counting. Swagger stumbled a few times while waving his arms in the air to balance himself and stood on one leg.
Oh boy.
It was probably by far one of the worst I've ever seen as a DUI officer for an under the influence of marijuana. The officer tested. I can just imagine.
The worst thing is that you can imagine it.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
Just imagine. Oh, poor Swagger.
No, he made this decision,
I
and
know.
he deserves what he's
I'm
getting.
loving it. I'm loving this officer right now. He's making me very happy. Swagger was fined $1,000 plus $300 in court costs for the DUI.
Okay.
He was also fined $198 for speeding.
Wow.
Why couldn't it just make it $200?
No, because Swagger needs those $2.
He must attend alcohol safety classes and a big, it's like some kind of impact class.
Okay.
Swagger can get his license back in 90 days if he completes the classes.
Oh boy.
Instead of a year. Swagger, you are a moron.
You do these things. I mean, that's why I don't feel bad for any drug users. Because I mean, what do you think's gonna happen when you get caught?
Yeah.
You know, and then you seek sympathy when you do get caught. I don't get it.
So, speaking of caught, they arrested Aaron Hernandez today.
Who Hernandez?
Aaron?
Oh, the guy from the Patriots.
Yes. A lot of stuff going up in Boston with him. There was a murder he's involved with.
Yeah.
And New England cut him today. Cut and arrested on the same day.
Aaron Hernandez.
Yep.
Greatest day of all time.
Yeah, you're right.
Greatest day of his life.
What is going on in the world of WWE and the NFL? I'd love to know. A sad note, though, as we go to having fun to being sad for a second. Jake Roberts, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm still having fun with this.
Are you still having fun with Jake
I'm
Roberts
still having
drinking
fun
again?
with Jake the Drunk Roberts.
Jake the
I know, King of the Smarks used to take that personally when
Yes,
I
I know.
He's not. Like,
Hopefully,
until he proves me wrong, he's Jake the Drunk Roberts.
Scott Hall's been doing much better though.
Now, you know what Diamond Dallas Page has to do?
What does he have to do?
He has to give Jake Roberts the diamond cutter, kick him out, and concentrate on Scott Hall.
Yes.
Because, you know what? Having Jake Roberts it puts Scott Hall at risk.
It does.
It puts Scott Hall at risk because, he can influence Scott Hall to go back to his drinking ways. No, if he's serious about helping Scott Hall with what he's got to concentrate on him and him alone. Jake Roberts, how many chances is he going to get, And at this point, yeah, he deserves another shot, but I don't know if he deserves it with DDP. Because at this point, if you're going to have him in the same place with Scott Hall, again, he can influence Scott Hall to go to his old ways. So.
No, you're definitely right on that. Hopefully, come on, Jake, you're better than that.
Is he? Is he better than that?
Yes, he's better than that.
I don't think he is.
Overcome the drunkiness.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be in the Royal Rumble this year, Jake. You just eliminated yourself. So.
I'll leave it.
They could put him in. They could put his name in there officially, and put eliminated by Jack Daniels or something.
Oh my god, that would be kind of funny. We do have main event quickly. Cesaro and Zeb Coulter cut a promo.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys want to tune in at that time, tune in. Chris Jericho versus Cody Rhodes, Christian versus Dean Ambrose, and Darren Young and Titus O'Neil versus Tensai and Brodus Clay. I think Ant-Man's tired.
No, it's just, you know what though? These matches may not sound like much, but main event has always had a knack for putting out better matches than Raw or SmackDown, because the wrestlers are given more time to do these matches. And yeah, I mean, there's 3 matches here. Everyone has the potential to be good, so yeah, just give it a shot.
And also, I want to take a fond farewell to Matt Striker.
Yeah, Matt Striker.
Released this week. What did he do?
Oh, he was at some point.
What did he do?
He was a wrestler.
Was he that guy who announced, or sometimes, or just would say certain holds and try to be professional and stuff?
No,
like
he
that?
was professional though. He was professional. He was the only one on the commentary who cared about the wrestlers' moves.
No, of course. No, I didn't mind that.
Everyone else didn't care except unless the wrestler hit their finisher. That was about the only move Lawler, Cole, and JBL ever call.
Yeah, it is true.
So I mean, I did like that Matt Striker actually paid attention to the moves.
Very, very. It's a weird. Like it's weird you're not gonna like see like him being there because you're so used to Matt Striker being like backstage and stuff.
Yeah,
Now it's just gonna be like, who's gonna do the backstage interviews now?
Well, that girl who's doing
Alex Riley. Because actually, according to a rumor, Matt Striker was helping, I guess, Alex Riley out or something like that.
Okay.
So he might take over announcing duties.
Well, it's a shame because I think Matt Striker is more valuable to that company than Alex Riley is.
Oh, definitely, definitely. But yeah, just.
But they don't see it that way again.
But I think he's gonna go to TNA. That's just my opinion.
Oh, why not? You know.
Yeah, we do.
Their company, say what you will about TNA, but TNA actually does care about the wrestling in their company.
No, that is true.
So, I mean, maybe Max Striker will be at home there.
Well, just wait, because our favorite show is coming up at the end of the week.
Yes, TNA, Thursday night, 9 o'clock.
You love promoting that, don't you?
I do.
Yep, we got paid nothing.
Who will be the next member of Sting's new main event Mafia?
I think we know already.
Yeah, if you listen to our show before this, you know now, but
Yeah.
maybe you didn't.
And Suicide is unmasked.
Suicide is unmasked. Who could it be?
Yeah, who could it be? Found.
Again, if you listen to our last show, you know. But don't go back and listen to it. Watch TNA instead and be surprised.
Yeah, yes, be surprised. Be very surprised. Any final thoughts on Raw or SmackDown?
I'm just thinking about TNA. TNA Wrestling.
This is why our subscribers just leave us.
No, they love us. They're here for our TNA reviews, and if we would do that for the whole week, just review one episode of TNA for every day, we'd have like
I think
all of TNA's.
I think my leg would
subscribers.
cramp up badly if we talked about TNA.
It would be a great idea.
Oh,
let me
God.
look at this. I'm gonna go on TNA's YouTube channel and look how many subscribers their channel has, and if we concentrated on TNA Wrestling, we'd have that many
I
subscribers.
don't think they have that many subscribers.
TNA Wrestling has 280,858 subscribers.
And how many does WWE have?
WWE Fan Nation has 1,658,833 subscribers.
Only 800,000 to go to.
But you know what? In terms of quality, I don't usually go by like subscriptions because there are some come on, Fred, okay? He's that annoying kid who just makes his voice high pitched. He has tons of subscribers.
Don't talk about Fred, please.
But that's just my proof that it doesn't take quality to have more subscribers.
So, Ant-Man, if you're on Friday, we're gonna talk about how taking a hammer to the head and coming back next week.
Yes.
I want to know how that is work. How that works.
A hammer to the jaw.
A hammer to the jaw.
Like Luke Gallows or Nux took. I think it was Luke Gallows though.
Because I do have a hammer in front of me.
Returned the very next week,
I'm kind of wondering, because that hurts. I mean, it's
like if you jumped
that
over
hurts.
me and I countered with a hammer shot to the back of your head, I don't think you'll be able to recover in about a week.
I think I cover in a week.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
You think you could sting it?
Yeah, sting it. Sting, Mafia Sting. We don't get the E face anymore.
Oh boy.
We get the serious main event.
Knocked out face.
Yeah. Order in the court. I like this hammer. It's very nice. But on that note, I think what I wanted to do last week was have the best of clips of what clips we've shown, and we've shown a lot. You guys heard a lot, not seen. We will have a best of show, but on that note, best of clip show, maybe Friday. So I'm John.
This is Ant.
I will see you guys tomorrow.